Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Mehdi's Tips. Today I'm going to give you a very quick tip, but before I do that I would like to ask you a question. While you are learning English or while you were learning English, have you ever felt that you weren't making progress as fast as you wanted? Or maybe you were stuck and you weren't making any progress? Well, if you did, you have come to the right place because I'm going to give you a tip exactly on this issue that will help you overcome it. So, without further ado, before I answer that, I would like just to remind you that if you want to see more tips on learning English, you can follow me on YouTube and you can follow me on Facebook as well. And you can find all those information in this post. With that being said, let's go back to our subject. So I've talked about that feeling that you might have while learning English, where you feel that you are not progressing as fast as you want, or maybe you're stuck, you're not progressing at all. So I think that one of the reasons to that is the lack of exposure to the language. I mean, think about it, like if you are the type of person who is exposed to English only when he studies English, which is usually twice a week, so it's really not enough. To give you an example and to really explain what I'm talking about, I would like you to think of a child and how a child learns a language. So if you think about it, a child, he doesn't learn grammar, he doesn't learn vocab, he doesn't go through the learning process that we adults go through. So he actually learns it by being immersed in the language, by being exposed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to the language. And as a consequence, because of that exposure, because of that repetition, he actually starts to pick up the language unconsciously. And he will learn vocab, and he will learn grammar, and he will learn how to speak correctly. So what I want to say here is that why not try and replicate that experience? So why not try increasing your exposure to the language? Because believe me, if you expose yourself, if you surround yourself with the language, for example, if the TV programs you watch are in English, the movies you watch are in English, the radio is in English, your phone is in English, your computer is in English, you will start picking up words. And just to remind you something, it has to be done over a sustained period of time. It's not something that you do once or twice. It's something that you do over a period of time, though. So let's say 6 months to 1 year. And I mean, the more, the better. And actually what will happen is that you will learn vocabulary because you will have that repetition. You will hear the same word a lot of times, and this helps memory. You'll learn pronunciation because you will have you will hear the same word the same word a lot of times. And also you will learn grammar unconsciously. I mean, you will learn starting using correct grammar but without knowing why you are using it, like a child. So my tip today is increase your exposure to the language, increase your exposure to English. It is crucial, it is very important, and this might explain why you're not learning that fast, because you're not receiving enough inputs from the language. So try it out and tell me what you think. For the people who have already used this method, it will be very cool to if you could share your experiences with us in the comments below. All right, that was my quick tip for today. I'm your host Mehdi, and this was another quick episode of Mehdi's Tips. As I said, if you want to know more tips about learning English, you can follow me on YouTube, and you can follow me on Facebook. You can also email me if you want. You'll find all these information in the description below. If you like the video, please feel free to comment on it and to interact and to share it with your friends. Thank you for sticking around and listening and watching to this video. This was another episode. Take care, guys, and see you next time.